Welcome to 411 Carline. You can find us at 411carline.com. You can set up an appointment on our website or by giving us a call at 952-540-9000. You can view the free Carfax available on our website on every vehicle. It's a little Carfax icon next to the vehicle. It'll say Carfax Advantage Dealer or Carfax One Owner. You just click the icon, brings it up for free for you. We just got this 2010 Tundra in from Florida. It came in just like this. Of course, it's been fully inspected by a third-party mechanic shop prior to putting it up for purchase or sale. It got new rear shocks, new front brake pads and rotors, new front caliper, oil change. Can't remember what else, but everything else checked out really well. It's super tight, drives really smooth for the lift. Tires are in good condition. They're probably, you can see that the rear is a little bit easier to see. I should probably measure them, but they're probably, you can still see the nubs on the sides. They're probably in the 90% tread life left range. They look relatively new. Fronts have like a little bit of wear, obviously, because they're steer tires and it's a lifted truck. But overall, it's pretty clean. It is a 2010 with 100,000 miles or 20,000 miles. Forgot to look before I started filming this, but it's a 3-owner if I remember correctly on the Carfax. It is from Florida. We shipped it here. This is the first it's probably seen snow, I imagine. I imagine it did see like sea salt in the air and that sort of stuff, but it's pretty clean for a Toyota. So yeah, it's got 37-inch Toyo open countries on it. I think they're Pro Comp alloy wheels. The lift is definitely professionally done. It looks like it's, I don't know what brand it is. I guess I haven't seen any branding, but the way that it drives and everything, it was professionally done. Overall condition, there are some chips and scratches and that sort of stuff. It's kind of hard to see because it's white, but somebody touched up a little bit along the grill here. I imagine the grill just kind of rubbed. So headlights are relatively clear. This one I'm still working on. It's got some sort of stuff on it. I'm not really sure what they put on it, but somebody might have tried to clear coat it. Bumpers were chrome and they were painted. You can see kind of a little bit of pitting on this one, and on the back one you can tell also a little bit of chipping there. So I think those were chrome and that whoever owned this painted them. There's one little scratch that was touched up here. It's got the tow mirrors on it, which is kind of nice. Overall though, I mean, if you look along like the edge here, it's pretty clean for a Toyota. It's got the 3M on the sides here, protect from rock chips. And of course there's random nicks and scratches. There's like one little door ding in this door, but it's really hard to see because it's flat light out right now, so there's one somewhere in here. Not a big deal, in my opinion. There's one little scratch back here that someone's touched up, it looks like. It does have the stair for the bed, which is super nice. Obviously the bed is kind of tall. This one is a flex fuel model, so you can run E85 in it if you'd like. There is, like right along the bed here, someone must have scratched it, because I noticed there's some touch-up paint along here, random spots. Like along the tailgate and then along the side. Maybe they had a topper on it and the topper rubbed, or a tonneau cover maybe. Could have been one of those tonneau covers that like folds up, you know, and then rests along the edge, but not sure there. But yeah, back bumper's been painted. It does have factory tow package, the 7-pin and 4-pin. It is 4-wheel drive, which is important to know from Florida. I didn't really see any dings on this side or scratches that really stuck out. Underside, the whole thing's been painted underneath, so it was like that when we got it. We generally don't undercoat or paint or anything like that, but the frame's been painted. I don't know if that was factory or if they did it, but looks relatively smooth under the paint there, so tells me that it's not like covering up anything. This looks like Toyota undercoating here, so I imagine that Toyota did that as part of their rust prevention. Same thing here, nice and black painted. A little bit of salt on the rear axle there from driving it in the snow. See, it's got control arms and everything like it should have. A little bit of surface on the springs there. There's the new shocks you can see. Somebody put, looks like cherry bombs or something on it. It's not super loud because there's two of them, so, but it is a little more throaty than stock, which it should be since it's lifted and everything. There's a little bit of like on the pinches, just like a lot of Toyotas, where there's like a little bit of corrosion starting, I guess, but overall it's a super clean start. Interior is pretty clean. No major rips, tears. It smells like an air freshener that they had in here, but I don't really get any like smoke smells or anything like that. I haven't really found pet hair either. It is power seat with lumbar. You can see the lumbar works. It does have some aftermarket audio components like these tweeters. I think the speakers might be aftermarket too. I'm gonna set this down for a minute while I jump in. Alright, focus phone. It's kind of cold out today, so 117 we'll say 200, as that'll probably change. No lights on, fully serviced, oil is just changed. We actually had this one inspected at two shops. I don't recall the reasoning, but two separate shops, so this one's been double inspected just to double check. Again, it is four-wheel drive. Guess I haven't tried the rear slider, but it works as it should. This one does have Bluetooth. Let's see if Bluetooth hands-free comes up. It's all voice command.
Cancelled.
Other than the hands-free buttons on here. Dual climate control. It is still manual here, but it does have dual zone, I should say. Tow haul. Oh, it's gonna get noisy. It does have AUX and USB here. Play music or whatever. My phone is kind of cloudy. It must be cold and kind of warming up. This is always kind of a funny compartment. Not sure why they made that, but power mirrors. I think they work, yeah. They work as they should. See, that one's moving. Power windows all work. Does have the overhead console here. Just a standard rear view mirror. No auto dimming or anything. Has the headlights that go up and down, which is this little deal here. Does have fog lamps. hop out here and show you around the rest. This is one of the center caps. I need to order a couple of those. This seat does fold up like that. Got some floor mats from the detailers. See, it's pretty mellow exhaust. Door bottoms and everything are nice and clean, no rust there. Alright, I'll pop the hood here. My phone does pick up a lot of weird noises, like the valve train noise and stuff, so if it sounds like ticking or knocking or something, just like stuff that the human ear wouldn't usually pick up. I don't know why it does that, but the thing I usually look at on Toyotas is kind of in this area. If you look at like the bolts and everything, if they're relatively clean, that usually says that it's relatively like free of like salt and stuff flying off the road, and the rust on the engine bay is usually pretty slim to none. Although it was in Florida, so there's obviously sea salt in the air, so you get kind of like that spotting like that, but you don't get like the rotted terminals or brake lines, that sort of stuff like you get here. So it's definitely not rust free by any means, but relatively clean. It's got a K&N filter system on it. Intake exhaust adds a little, very small amount of horsepower. So lights do work on these mirrors, and they are defrost mirrors too. So haven't really looked at the roof, but I think it looked pretty clean. So yeah, this is the 2010 Tundra. You can set up an appointment, 952-540-9000. We're happy to do out-of-state sales. We do lots of them. People either fly in or they get them shipped, whatever you prefer. And we do all the paperwork online, that sort of stuff. If you're local, of course, you can come in and see it, drive it, that sort of thing. So thanks for your time today. Have a great day.